Hi, Katrina with Boldry Designs here. I'm going to show you how to refurbish your mobility support handlebar. There's a couple of options for this. First, if you just need a quick fix because you have a little abrasion or a tear in the padded handlebar tape. This is hockey stick tape. You can get it at a sporting goods store. It's actually used for taping hockey sticks. It's great stuff. I have black because it's going to blend right into my handlebar. It's slightly sticky, but not too sticky, so we're just going to add a little wrap around here. What we like about this is it doesn't get gross and tacky over time, like electrical tape, for example, may. So I'm just going to add a layer here, cover up that torn part, cut it off, and that is all it takes. You can pick this up for a couple of dollars. Really cheap stuff. Okay, but let's say you want to do a little more than that. We do have a handlebar refurbishment kit that we sell. The kit has handlebar tape. It's the padded gel tape. It's actually made for bicycles. And reflective, the reflective patches that we're going to use to make it all pretty when we're done. And then a little bit of electrical tape. We'll just give you a little bit of this, but you can use any standard electrical tape you may have at home in your tool drawer. All right, so I am going to add an extra layer to the top of this, which is good for adding a little extra padding or a little more circumference if you like that. It's a good option, or just to cover up any damage that may be there. So I'm just going to unwrap this handlebar tape real quick. And this will work on either the straight handlebar or the ergonomic Z-shape handlebar. It's all the same. All right, so the handlebar tape is slightly stretchy. It's foamy, kind of squishy stuff. So I'm going to start on one end, and I'm just going to hold it down with my thumb. I'm going to stretch it a little bit. This takes a little dexterity and some patience. So I'm going to start by just wrapping it back on itself, and then just the pressure is going to keep it on there. So I have quite a bit of pressure in my right hand here, pulling a little bit, so I'm stretching the tape as I'm wrapping it around. So I'm turning the handlebar. I find this to be the easiest way to do it. Or you can do the same thing by wrapping the tape around the handle like this. But again, I'm keeping some pressure. You can see it's got some stretch. Keep it, just a little bit of stretch going in there. And it's overlapping about 50% each time. So the top layer is going to overlap the previous layer by about 50%. Keep going until you get all the way around here. Keep some pressure and stretch on it. Just a little bit. Got a little bit of a crook. Sometimes it takes a little extra practice to get around the bend of the ergonomic handle here. Now I'm going to make this look a little easier than it actually is because I've done this a lot. But just be patient with it. It takes a little practice. And then when I get to the end, I'm going to stop right here. So when I get to where I want to stop, I'm just going to grab some scissors and I'm going to cut it off. I cut it at an angle so that it's going to be kind of flat as I finish it up. Now this is when my electrical tape comes in handy. You'll notice I'm not letting go of this. It takes a little bit of strength to keep holding on to this. Just take a little bit of electrical tape and use this tape to tack down the end of this handlebar wrap. As you can see, it's not the simplest thing, but it is definitely something you can practice. Okay, there we go. So I'm just going to wrap 1 or 2 layers of electrical tape around here and then tear it off or cut it off, whichever you prefer. I got a little bit of a lump there, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. I'm just going to show you how to finish it. So in your kit, you've got this reflective tape. it's got a backing to it. You notice it kind of has a crest shape to it. So I want it to face this direction. All right, so peel off the backing. I'm going to stick it over my electrical tape because I want to cover up that electrical tape. Electrical tape gets sticky and tacky with age. It's kind of yucky. So this is going to make everything all pretty and finished when we're done with it. So I'm going to take this and just give it a little stretch and wrap it around. If you get a crease, you can see here I've got a bend. Got a little bit of a bend in my handle. All I'm going to do, I'm just going to take these scissors and go nip, and that way it's going to wrap around this bend a little bit better. So now that tape is wrapped all the way around, so it looks all finished when I'm done. And then I'm going to go back to the other side, the first side I started on, and just so they match, I'm going to put 1 or 2 layers of electrical tape again, like that. And it's hard to see because it's black on black, but it was just only 1 or 2 wraps is what you want. Don't overdo it. And then take your badge shaped reflective tape, peel it off. I'm going to line up the top there. And again, since I've got a bend in my handle, I'm just going to take the scissors and go nip right near the bend. And then you'll see, I'm going to do it from the back side this time. You'll see this tape is now just going to wrap really nice and pretty around here like this. And once this tape sticks, it doesn't go anywhere. It's on there for good. And there you are. And then one other thing you can do. So let's say I've got this old handle. It needs a full refurbishment. I'm going to pull off all this old stuff. So if you need to do that, take a knife. Be careful. And I'm going to cut. I'm actually just going to cut all the way through the padding on the tape and cut all the way down to the metal, and then you can peel it back. And you'll notice this reflective tape likes to bond to the metal so it doesn't come off very easily. That's why you get replacement pieces with your kit, is so you can make it cover it up when you're done. All right, so we're just going to unwrap all this padding and keep unwrapping all the old junk off. And then you'll just follow the very same procedure we just did to add a new layer to your handlebar. You'll notice the straight handlebars, if you do peel all this stuff off. Here we go. Now I'm on a roll. If you do peel all this off, there's actually a layer of neoprene that we've basically glued to the handlebar. You can leave that on there. There's no reason to take that off. That'll just give you some extra padding. And then you can choose to do 1 or 2 layers, however much you want, with your new roll of handlebar tape. All right, hope that's helpful.